Hello, everyone. We are here with Santa Clarita family and divorce attorney Rand Pinsky. Hello, Rand.
Hello, Rob.
Rand, today I want to discuss some general issues and some general matters that come up in divorce and family law. First of all, what is this thing called irreconcilable differences?
This is a term, a legal term, that is found on all divorce pleading papers. And what it says is, I don't get along anymore with my spouse. And the part about that which is important is California is a no-fault divorce state. So if you state to a judge, I don't get along with my spouse anymore, that is enough for a judge to grant a dissolution of the marriage and take the parties from the status of married to the status of unmarried.
So I don't have to prove that, so-and-so did a bad thing or isn't a nice person. I can just say I can no longer get along with this person.
That is correct.
And that's sufficient.
That is sufficient.
What about this 6 months process? How long does it usually take for these divorces to make their way through the courts?
The divorce process by law takes a minimum of 6 months from the date the second spouse is served with the divorce papers. So during this 6-month period, the parties try to work out a contract between themselves called a marital settlement agreement. And this marital settlement agreement will lay out all the terms, rights, conditions of the divorce. So it will include the big issues of child's custody and child support, parenting plans, division of property, these types of issues.
Who are the major players? What are some of the terminology that we might see?
The terminology is important because you'll hear it all the time when you're in court. You have the petitioner. The petitioner is the spouse that files the divorce papers. You have the respondent, who's the spouse that receives the divorce papers. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're the petitioner or the respondent. The rights, rules, laws are applicable to both sides equally.
Now, if somebody wants a divorce, do both the husband and the wife have to agree to the divorce, or is just one person petitioning the court sufficient?
Because we are a no-fault state, if one party wants a divorce, the other party cannot do anything to stop it.
Oh, okay, so they don't have to agree to it.
They do not have to agree.
Now, where does the divorce process take place?
The divorce process takes place, of course, at the courthouse. People that live in Santa Clarita, and that's the major focus of my practice, we can either file divorce papers in the San Fernando court, which is our local jurisdiction, or we can file all the way in downtown Los Angeles. I have found that for the convenience of the clients, for the fact that I'm in San Fernando probably 2 times a week, I know the court clerks, I know the judges, I'm familiar with them, that it's much less stressful for clients to appear in San Fernando.
So it's more convenient in most cases.
Absolutely.
And one more question, Rand. Do people need to get separate attorneys, or can they get the same lawyer?
You can have the same lawyer, you can have different lawyers. A lot of it depends upon the attitude of the parties. If you have a husband and wife that are amicable to the divorce process, you can use one lawyer. You can have one lawyer representing one of the spouses and work with the other client or the other spouse. You can put together a marital settlement agreement, and then when the process is done, you can ask that other spouse to take it to another attorney, to have them review it to make sure that it's fair and equitable.
Well, Rand, thank you so much for spending some time with us talking about this general information. And if people want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Quite easily. You can always go to my website, randpinsky.com, or feel free to call me, 661-295-4644.
This has been a moment with Santa Clarita divorce and family law attorney Rand Pinsky. Thank you, Rand.
Thank you, Rob.